Okay, welcome. Let's get ready for our yoga Saturday morning session. Starting at the top of the mat, we're going to run through 4 sun salutations to warm up. So feet together, follow me with breath and movement. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hands down, stepping back into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Rocking those heels backward and forward for the first round, just loosening up the calves, Achilles, tendons, hamstrings. Deep breathing here. Looking towards your belly button. Next inhale, stepping forward, feet between hands. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms down. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward. Inhale, hands down, stepping back into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking towards your belly button, pushing your chest through to the ground. Deep breathing. Next inhale, stepping forward, feet between hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms down. Round 3, inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward. Inhale, hands down, stepping back into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breathing, looking towards your belly button. Next inhale, stepping forward, feet between hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms down. Last one, inhale, hands up. Exhale, folding forward. Shoulder blades together. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hands down, stepping back into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking towards your belly button, push that chest through to the ground, deep breathing. Filling your stomach with every breath. Next inhale, stepping forward, feet between hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms down. Alright, hopefully we've got some fire in the body now. A little bit warmer, heated up. So let's take a seat. We're going to go for a seated pancake for our first pose. So on the ground, legs are straight up to the sides. Try and get them out as wide as you can. This is a tough one. Sitting up high on your bum bone. And then inhale. As you exhale, folding forward, reaching with your hands as far forward as you can. Deep breathing. Next inhale, slowly coming up. And now we're going to cross our legs. Okay, take the pressure off those hamstrings and put them back into our hips. So let's tilt forward again. Inhale, exhale, folding forward, hands out in front of you. Big stretch. Should feel this more through your hips and glutes. Next inhale, we're going to stay forward, reaching your fingers out in front of you, touching the ground, and we're going to shuffle over to the left so that your chest is over your left knee, keeping those hands out as far away from the body as you can, tilting forward, deep breathing. Feeling that big stretch through your right lats. Next inhale, keep those hands out far away from you, back towards the front. And then across to the other side, over your right knee, big stretch, reaching those arms out, tipping forward, deep breathing. Next inhale, reaching back towards the front, tipping forward. Next inhale, walking yourself back. Staying in this seated position, we're going to get that right elbow down onto the ground with the left arm coming over for a big side stretch. Try to keep that left hip down onto the ground as best you can. Deep breathing. Force that left hip to the ground as you reach over with your left hand. Next inhale, coming up, shifting over to the other side, left elbow down onto the ground, right hand stretching up over, pushing that right hip down to the ground, deep breathing. Next inhale, slowly coming up. All right, so we're gonna go into a tabletop now. So you want your knees bent, you want your palms by your hips with your fingers facing forward, and then we're gonna raise those hips up and roll the chest forward. So roll your shoulders back and stick your chest out, and you should feel a very strong stretch through your shoulders, through the front of your shoulders. At the same time, you want to drive those hips up and squeeze your glutes, getting as high up as you can. Deep breathing here as well. Next inhale, coming back into a seated position. Actually, let's go into a lying position for a half bridge. So bending your knees, getting your heels close to your butt, driving those hips up, and then getting your palms in under your hips with your elbows underneath your body and pushing through your heels, getting those hips up nice and high for a nice back bend. Deep breathing. Pushing through those heels. Raise those hips up high. Next exhale, coming down out of that strong pose, feet out straight, just letting the body recover a little bit from that one. Next pose, we're going to go into a shoulder stand, which is another strong pose. Okay, so for this one, we want to kick up, getting our hands to support our back. Try to make a straight line with your legs. Deep breathing. Nice strong inversion here. Next exhale, slowly coming out of that pose. Very good. Feet out in front of you, knees are straight, heels are together. Nice tall spine, inhale. And exhale, reaching towards your toes, holding onto your ankles or your feet, whatever you can, for a nice big forward stretch. Trying to tip and fold at the hip as much as you can, and that way you'll really feel that pull through your hamstrings as well as the lower back or the back in general. Deep breathing. Next inhale, coming up out of that, and we're we're going to go into our happy baby pose. So we're lying flat on our back. For this one, you want to grab your toes, your feet, your ankles, whatever's comfortable, rolling back onto your spine. We want to try and flatten that spine out as best we can onto the mat, using your hands to pull your knees down towards the floor, getting a nice big stretch to the hips and flattening out that spine. Deep breathing. Deep inhale, and next exhale, coming out of that one. We're going to flip it over into a child pose now. So from happy baby to child's pose. So for this one, you want to sit on your heels, bring your head down to the ground. Hands can either be down by your side or above your head, whatever's more comfortable for you. Nice relaxing pose here, deep breathing. Next inhale, slowly pushing yourself up out of that one and making your way to a standing position for our next pose, which is a standing side bend. So feet together, hands up above your head and tipping over. Nice straight line, feeling that big stretch. Deep breathing. Inhale coming up, arms down, shake it out. Inhale, hands up, tipping over to the other side. Nice big stretch, deep breathing. Next inhale, coming up, hands down, shake it out. Nice wide stance for our next pose. We're going into a standing pancake. So let's challenge ourselves today with a little bit wider than what you would normally go for your standing pancake. Holding onto your elbows. Inhale and exhale as you fold down. Keep those knees locked out. Deep breathing. Next inhale, slowly coming up out of that strong pose. And we're going to go into a back bend now. So feet are together, hands up above your head, tilting back, looking for the wall behind you. Deep breathing. Squeeze those glutes. Next inhale, coming up out of that strong pose. Alrighty, next up we're going into the dancer's pose, another tough one. So grabbing hold of your left foot, kicking that knee back. So when you go into this position here, the front hand comes forward, and as you kick that leg back, what you want to do is create resistance with your foot onto your hand, because when you create that tension, that forward pushing motion, it's going to help you with your balance, and it's going to help you to kick up that little bit higher. So let's get into position and focus on the breath. Kicking that rear leg up as high as you can, kicking away from the hand that's holding it. Next inhale, coming up. Good job. Let's switch it over. So left leg is planted, holding onto the right foot, reaching forward, nice and balanced, kicking that leg away from the hand. Next inhale, coming up. Good job. All right, we're going to go into a warrior pose now. So nice wide stance, left leg toes pointed out. Let's bend that left knee, and let's go into reverse warrior. So the left hand comes up and back, right hand goes back by the rear of the knee. Big stretch, deep breathing. Next inhale, coming up. Let's use this nice strong leg and kick into warrior 3. 2 hands out, nice big balance. Deep breathing. Inhale, coming up. And let's go for our warrior on the right leg. So nice wide stance, right toe points out, right knee gets bent. Reverse warrior. Deep breathing. Coming up, and let's kick into warrior 3 on the right leg. Nice strong warrior pose. Seems like we need some warriors in this country right now. Deep breathing. Conjure up that inner warrior. that inner strength. Next inhale, coming up. Good job. All right, we've got a couple of floor poses, a couple of strong floor poses, but before we jump into that, let's just do a couple of sun salutations. So 3 sun salutations, back to the top of the mat. Feet together, inhale, hands up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, stepping back into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breathing. Next inhale, stepping forward, feet between hands. And folding forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms down. All right, let's speed it up a little bit for the next 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands down, stepping back. Exhale, downward dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, stepping forward, feet between hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, arms down. One more, let's go for it. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stepping forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms down. Very nice. All right, let's hit the mat. We're gonna go into another bend, a forward bend, but on our backs. So we're gonna try and get our toes to touch the ground above our head, if you can. If you can't, if you can only get to about here, that's fine. Just do whatever you can, deep breathing. Next inhale, coming back. All right, now we're going to a nice strong shoulder stand. So rolling up, feet to the air, deep breathing. Next exhale, coming down. Very good. And now we're going to go into a full bridge. Okay, so this is super, super hard. It's okay if you can't do it. You can just do your half bridge again. But if you can, or if you want to give it a go, we're going to get those palms flat on the ground above our shoulders by our ears. Tuck those feet in close and get those hips up. And let's hold for as long as we can. exhale. Great work there. All right, final pose, hardest pose of them all. Corpse pose. Feet out, legs straight, arms out by your side, palms facing up. Fully relaxed position, eyes are closed, neutral spine, deep breathing. With each exhale, tapping into the feeling of your body, knowing that you just did some really good things for it. We've got a lot of blood circulation, a lot of oxygenated blood flowing through our veins right now. Feeling your muscles, giving it that energy it needs for the day, along with the breath. Nice deep breathing. This is what gives you good energy. Oxygenate that system. Fresh air is very important. Take that in. Filling your lungs with each breath. More and more relaxed with each exhale, feeling those muscles switch off. Keep that nice deep breathing going, nice and relaxed. You can stay here for as many breaths as you like, go to your full meditation, or if you're ready to wrap it up and get on with the day, on your next inhale, exhale, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, start to bring the life back into the body. That was a great session. Thank you so much. Have a great day.